make the different allocations. Okay, separately we'll have to make the allocations. We'll not do it in a single file, and after making all the allocations we can show it in a single table, but we have to show all the allocations depending on the marks. Yes, if it is only 4 marks, then you should not do, but if it is more than 6 marks, if it comes for 12 marks, normally it will come for 12 marks only, so then you have to show all the steps. Okay, so it's better to be in practice by writing all the steps and then showing the final feasible solution in a single table after allocating everything. Okay, so with the assumption that you have understood the steps, this is the next sum on RAM that we will be doing today. Okay, so this is a 3x4 table. These are the factories names given. Factory means the origin, same thing. So from the factory they are going to reach to the destinations. So factories are given 3 in number, F1, F2, F3, and the destinations are 4, D1, D2, D3, D4. So when you receive the transportation problem, our very first step is to see that whether the problem is a balanced one or not, right? So when you check, if you check the summation of the demand side and the supply side, they are coming as 300, right? So they are, the total of both the sides are 300. So that means our problem is a balanced one, and that indicates the existence of a feasible solution. So you write in the solution part, questions you write it afterwards, after the class, leave some space and then write the solution. Write the solution, okay? Right, since summation AI, right, since summation AI equals to summation Bj, since summation AI equals to summation Bj equals to 300, right, equals to 300, comma, the problem is a balanced transportation problem, or TP you write. The problem is a balanced TP, and hence there exists a feasible solution. And hence there exists a feasible solution. Okay. So after writing this line, what we do is, in your screen what you can see, in a single table it has been extended towards the right hand side and towards the downward, and all the allocations, or the differences rather, differences between the least cost and the second least cost has been done in a single table. But you will not do it like that. Okay, you will make that all the tables separately, like yesterday's sum you will do in the same way. First allocation, second allocation, like that you will make different headings and then you will solve this sum. Okay. So let us start. Let us start. Quickly make this format. See the question and make, otherwise you will be confused. See the question and make the same type of table, but the cells should be a little bigger one, because we'll have to allocate the number of units also. So you make the same table having the same numbers, but the boxes should be a little bigger one as allocations will be made. Okay, quickly make it. I'm giving you 1 minute time for making this table. Do it. Okay. So under D1, D2, D3, D4, corresponding to F1, you will write 3, 3, 4, 1. Under supply it is 100. Then corresponding to F2, under D1, D2, D3, D4, you will write 4, 2, 4, 2. 4, 2, 4, 2. And corresponding to F3, under D1, D2, D3, D4, you will write 1, 5, 3 and 2. So writing this, you will make the supply column. Under supply column, you write 100, 125 and 75. 100, 125 and 75. And you will make a demand row. Corresponding to this row, you will write 120, 80, 75 and 25. And total of both the supply and demand side is 300. Okay, done? I hope it is done. Alright, so what is our next step? Who will tell me? Tell me, what is the first step? In first allocation, what do we need to do? Tell me, who knows the answer? Unmute and tell me.
Ma'am, we need to find the difference between the highest least cost, and then the second most lowest cost.
Yes, we have to find the differences between the least cost and the second least cost. Okay, that means the lowest cost and the second lowest cost for both the rows as well as the columns, right? So in first allocation, you will not write a table like this. Okay, I'm telling you again and again, do not make a table like the one you are seeing on the screen, but you will make allocations. So you give a heading allocation 1 or first allocation. You write like this, give a heading first allocation or allocation 1. Under allocation 1, the table that you have made, actually name it as allocation 1. In the table that you have made, name it as allocation 1. So after the supply column, you will make another column called P1. You will make another column P1. And also after the demand row, you will make another row, name it as P1 again. On both the sides, you will make P1 and P1. Okay. So we will go with the rows difference first. Okay. That means we will fill up the columns P1 first. So what is the difference in the first row? Difference between the least cost and the second least cost will be 3 minus 1, right? The second least cost are 2, so you can arbitrarily take any one. Anyhow, it will be 3. So 3 minus 1 will give you 2. So under P1, in the column side, you are writing the difference between the least cost and the second least cost in the first row, that is F1. So it will be 2. Or F2, it will be again 2, because the least cost is 2 and the second least cost is also is 4. So both are same, right? 2, 2, 4, 4. Both are, you are getting same. So arbitrarily you can take any one. Anyway, you will get 2. Difference will be 2. So the difference between the least cost and the second least cost in the F2 row, it will be 2. If anyone is not getting me, is not understanding what I am saying, you should unmute and ask, okay? And in F3 row, corresponding to F3 row, under the P1 column, what will come? Who will tell me? What will be the difference between the least cost and the second least cost in the row F3?
Ma'am, 1.
1. It will be 2 minus 1, so 1. Similarly, we will do the same type of functioning in the row sides P1. So we will write P1 and we will calculate the difference between the least cost and the second least cost for the first column. In the first column, that is D1, the least cost is 1 and the second least cost is 3. So 3 minus 1 will be 2. So in P1, in the row side, the column's difference is 2. First box will be 2. Or in the first cell, you will write 2. After that, in the D2 column, the least cost is 2 and the second least cost is 3. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So in P1 row, in the D2 column, that is P1, D2, you will write 1. Similarly, for the third column, the difference will be 4 minus 3, 1. And for the fourth column, the difference will be 2 minus 1, that is 1. Right? Okay. Now you see what you got under P1 in the column side, you got 2, 2, 1, and in the row side P1 you got 2, 1, 1, 1. So all are 2's and 1's, right? So the highest between 2 and 1 is 2. So arbitrarily you can take any one. Either you can take the first row, second row, or the first column. Okay. So let us take the first column first, so that yeah, we begin with the first number. So we will take the first column. Okay. So if we consider the first column, now what we have to do? Who will tell me? What is our next step after finding out the highest difference? What should we do?
No, we should compare the demand and supply. The least one should be.
There is another step. There is another step, no? Before that, what is that?
Ma'am, in the D1 column, we need to see which one is the least cost.
Yes, we will have to check which one is the lowest cost. So here you can see the lowest cost is 1, which is in the cell F3D1, right? Which is in the cell F3D1. So we will have to allocate in that cell. Now we will compare the demand side and the supply side. Okay, Ashish. So now the next step, the step that you said, that will come. Okay. So after identifying the lowest cost in the identified column, we saw that the cell is F3D1, and corresponding to that cell, the row size total is 75 and the column size total is 120. So out of these two, the lowest one is 75. So we will allocate 75 in the cell F3D1. We'll allocate 75 in this cell F3D1. Thus, we will strike off 75 because it has been exhausted, right? We will strike off 75 because it has been exhausted. And in the place of 120, we will strike off and write 1. Yes, are you there? I just lost my network connection. I just lost the connectivity. Are you there? Tell me just one of you unmute and tell.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So where was I? I was telling that this third row will be exhausted in the first allocation. So in the second allocation, when you will make the second allocation table, you will not keep F3 row in that second allocation. Make the second allocation once again, and all the columns will be there, but F3 row will not be there. Make the second allocation. You cannot look at the screen and do it and copy it now, because in the screen the second allocation has not been made separately. So you make the second table and name it as second allocation, and there you will not keep F3. Okay, do it. স্ক্রিনশট ভিডিওটা পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি। হ্যাঁ, ওখান থেকে স্ক্রিনশট নিতে ভিডিওটা পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি। হবে? Yes, Priyanka, you are saying anything?
No, ma'am. By mistake, it is unmuted.
Okay, okay. So have you made the second allocation table? In there you will not write F3. This will be F1, F2 in the row side and D1, D2, D3, D4 in the column side. So when you're doing it, then again you will have to find out the differences. So you will make a last column in that allocation table and name it as P2. Similarly, you will make a second difference table, second difference row after the row sides demand row and name it as P2. P2 on both the sides you will make, okay? In the second allocation, you will make P2 on both the sides. Right? Then you will find out the difference. In the first row, the difference between the least cost and the second least cost is 2. Then again in the second row, the difference between the least cost and the second least cost will be 2. For the third row, there will not be any difference because that has been eliminated. Similarly, for the columns differences in the P2 row, you will write 4 minus 3 because F3 is no longer there. You will write 4 minus 3, that is 1. Then 3 minus 2, again 1. 4 minus 4 will be 0 and 2 minus 1 will be 1. So in P2, in the column side you got 2, 2 and in the row side you got 1, 1, 0 and 1. So out of this you will find out the highest difference. What is the highest difference here? Tell me. What is the highest difference?
Ma'am, 2.
2. And 2 are both in the first row as well as second row. So arbitrarily we will take the first row. Okay. Arbitrarily we will take the first row. So when we are taking the first row, now our next step is to identify the lowest cost in that identified row, right? So what is the lowest cost in that identified row? It is 1. Am I correct? It is 1, right? It is 1. So we will allocate in the cell F1 D4. We will allocate in the cell F1 D4. We will allocate in the cell F1 D4. Okay, so in that cell, how much will we allocate? Tell me. In the cell F1 D4, how much will we allocate?
25.
25, because the column size total is the lowest one. So we will take 25. So we'll strike off 25, and thus we are exhausting the fourth column. D4 we are exhausting, and in the supply side we will strike off 100 and we'll write 75. Out of 100, 25 has been allocated, so we will write 75. Okay. Thus, in the third allocation, there won't be the column D4. In the third allocation, the column D4 will not be there. Quickly make the third allocation table. In there, only you will write D1, D2, D3 for the column side and F1 and F2 for the row side. There won't be F3 as well as there won't be D4. Only D1, D2, D3 and F1 and F2 on the row side. And find out the difference. Find out the difference and name the differences columns and rows as P3 and P3 on both the sides. On the column side as well as on the row side, you will name it as P3. The patient mailটা QTM, quantitative techniques. হ্যাঁ ট্রান্সপোর্টেশন প্রবলেম হচ্ছে ট্রান্সপোর্টেশন Alright, so you will proceed in the same way. You will do P3 for this allocation. Then you will see which one has to be eliminated. Like that you will proceed. And I want all of you to finish this sum by today itself and show me the picture or show me the image of your solution. In WhatsApp you send. Okay, I'll check and delete. So you should finish this sum and send the photograph to me in my WhatsApp number. Okay. And this solution will be uploaded in Moodle. So you finish off this sum by evening and you send me, okay, all of you. And any doubt if you are having, you can ask. Continue with doing the sum till the time your next class starts. In the meanwhile, I'll take your attendance, okay? You should unmute and respond. Okay, respond, okay? Abhijit? Abhishna,
Present, ma'am.
Anurag,
Present, ma'am.
Aryan,
Present, ma'am.
Ashish,
Yes, ma'am.
Ashmita,
Yes, ma'am.
Betna,
Present, ma'am.
Devrupa, Harshita,
Present, ma'am.
Ishika Chaudhary,
Present, ma'am.
Ishika Agarwal, Kajal,
Present, ma'am.
Kasak, Khushi, Prizan, Mahima,
Present, ma'am.
Mamta, Muskan Prasad,
Yes, ma'am.
Muskan Gupta,
Yes, ma'am.
Amrita, Nidhi,
Present, ma'am.
Nitesh, Parnodeep, Pawan, Rashil, Pratiksha Chetri,
Present, ma'am.
Pratiksha Giri, Priyanka,
Present, ma'am.
Pooja,
Yes, ma'am.
Rahul, Rajat, Ramkrishna, Rohit Bansal, Rohit Pandey,
Yes, ma'am.
Sagar,
Yes, ma'am.
Salina,
Present, ma'am.
Shalini,
Present, ma'am.
Shruti, Siddhant, Saurav,
Present, ma'am.
Sobit,
Yes, ma'am.
Supriya,
Present, ma'am.
Suraj, Swam, Tanya, Vinit. Okay, you can leave and join the next class. See you again at 9:20. Bye bye.